the Honourable Governor for East Sepik.
Thank you, Mr. Acting Speaker. My question without notice is directed to the hardworking Minister for State Enterprise, and again it's in relation to power. Mr. Speaker, I think the whole country is experiencing serious power issues. In my own province, I think it's now 5 days we have gone without power. I understand some other provinces have been without power for much longer. In relation to his previous responses, he did indicate that the long-term solutions are in the pipeline. This question is in relation to what might be the short-term solutions to deal with the immediate power shortages that we are experiencing, particularly for, in our case, East Sepik, but more so for the entire country. If he could give us that response, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Our Minister for Enterprise, State Enterprise.
Thank you, Mr. Acting Speaker. I want to thank the Governor for East Sepik Province for this important question. I must point out that I was not aware until just at the time of this questioning that there's been no power to the important town of Wewak for the last 5 days. Mr. Acting Speaker, this is unacceptable. No one can accept this, and there is no excuse. And every time I have been made aware of such incidents, I have been personally intervening myself as minister to make sure that there is the problem with power quickly attended to. The case of Wewak has been an ongoing issue. When I inquired, Mr. Acting Speaker, I was informed by the employees of PNG Power that they had issues with adequate supply of diesel to maintain the power station in Wewak, and the length of time it was taken for the supply vessel to travel from Leh to Wewak, or wherever it was to supply. But again, Mr. Acting Speaker, it is unacceptable. They should have, PNG Power is supposed to have enough cash to be able to give those centers the attention it deserves. And Mr. Speaker, I am, as a minister, very embarrassed to be able to respond to this question again and again. There is a real need for that company to be overhauled, and most of us leaders know about the situation confining this company. We worked very, very hard to, we know where the problems are, and myself in my ministry, there is enough literature on this company. Many studies have been made, starting with Kodamenta way back in 2016. Those problems were identified. I must admit that it's purely a management issue, and there is a new board led by a new hardworking chairman together with very experienced board members who are actually working on turning this around. I do not have immediate solutions or short-term solutions to this, but we are working very hard, and the next couple of days, I know there is not an answer to the problem being encountered by our people in Wewak, but there will be changes in the way the company is being managed. Funds have been allocated, they have been identified. With instances where 4 people are, for example, occupying one person's job, this is not acceptable, and changes are being made now, but it'll take some time because all those people who are there have to be properly looked after financially or paid out before they are removed. But yes, I must admit there is an entrenched issue with management. This is purely a management issue. The problem of consistent fuel supply has been identified, and we have pointed it out many times again and again, but unfortunately this situation is occurring again. I will, after this, attend to this myself, and I want to assure the governor that I will work very hard to make sure that our people of Wewak, plus other centers who may be experiencing a similar situation, get fuel that they deserve. In the case of Wewak, while I have this opportunity, Mr. Speaker, I've been working with the governor himself to identify a suitable land so that we can build a solar power system up there, so that it'll provide redundancy in case when, for some reason, there is a shortage of fuel. So, Mr. Acting Speaker, I must again, on behalf of PNG Power, apologize to the people of Wewak for this unreasonable situation they have forced again. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.